Hey, good morning everybody. It's Dave. Sipping my coffee on this beautiful morning. It's starting to feel a little bit like fall out here in New England. The gardens are coming to an end, although I still have some green beans coming and I still have some things coming. I have a big sage harvest I got to do today, and that's part of the video is about, preserving the harvest. I'm going to be dehydrating the sage in my gas oven while it's off. Because the pilot light creates enough heat to really do nice with the herbs. And also, I wanted to share a little bit about seed saving. So here's the hot peppers that's been drying on the dashboard, and they're nicely dried now. So I'm going to bring these in, put them in a jar. So this is my little tiny gas oven, and it is a small one. And here you can see, here's the cantaloupe seeds, which I just spread them out on a plate. Last night I kind of picked them with my fingernail because some of them were stuck to the bottom. And there's a few tomato seeds the same way. I'm going to go and change my camera battery, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how to load this sage, get some sage picked. I do have some sage down here though. This was sage I dehydrated in my solar dehydrator, and I just stuck it in here because I didn't get a chance to process it yet, but we're going to process that too. We'll just basically grind it up over some paper in our hands and take out all the stalks. So I had this old pickle jar, and I just put the Korean hot peppers in there, and we'll use these up pretty quickly. I use them in my tofu scrambles and my beans and a lot of different things. So I wanted to show you guys these grilling mats because they fit my oven racks just about perfectly, but you can buy them in different sizes, and they're just like nice mesh. They're used for grilling, but I love them for the dehydrating, especially in the oven, but you could use them, in any kind of dehydrator as a secondary mesh. The holes are, I think they're 1/4 inch. So this is my beautiful sage patch, and this sage is awesome. I love this sage. But right now, it's about 9 in the morning, and these leaves are wet with dew, and so there's really no sense in picking it now because you're just going to have all that moisture more that you're going to have to dry out. And so I'm going to let the sun dry that off for me, and around noon, 11:30 probably, depending on how the sun is today, we'll be able to pick some of this sage. So I'm going to process out this sage that's already dry here. And I just put out a piece of packing paper, but newspaper is fine too. That's how I do it. And then you can see this is how it comes out when it's all done. It's just kind of what they call, I guess, rubbed sage. That's how it comes out when it's done. I try to get, as many of the stalks out as I can. There's still some in there. But, when you put it in your cooking, you can make sure you don't get any big stalks. But that's how it looks when it's all done. So I'm going to take this out, and I'll put in the new stuff and put this stuff back on top. So, but first we just want to crunch all this up really good. I encourage you guys to, save your herbs, dry your own herbs, and especially grab the seeds that you can from things, because seeds are, expensive now. And so if you can, buy heirloom stuff so that you can save the seeds. Because if you use heirloom seeds, then the plant that you grow will be the same as the one that it came from. If you get hybrid seeds, you're not going to get the same plant. You will get something. It just may not be exactly what you wanted. And so that's about how I like it. I put it away. Of course, it's better if you can get even more stalks out, but I'm not going to pick through it that long. So, but that's about right. First what I'll do, I think, is just take some of this by hand. Get as much of it by hand as I can. And Now we've got over a year's supply of sage, so I'll be happy to gift some of this out to friends and relatives who might want some, because we're going to have, you know, at least another huge mason jar full or more, you know, probably. Once I harvest up that sage that's in the garden, we'll have a few more, probably at least 2 more big jars, depending on how much I harvest. But there it is, a nice jar of sage all ready for us for the coming winter. So the cantaloupes are finishing up. I picked 3 cantaloupes the other day, so I might even have to dehydrate some cantaloupes because we got more coming. This one is not ready. I can almost come out here and know that something's ready because I'll smell that beautiful sweet cantaloupe smell. Yeah, that one's still holding on pretty good, this one here. So if they're holding on, then I'm not going to pick them. You know, you'll get that beautiful sweet smell and they'll almost roll off the vine. So we got one there. The greenhouse looks terrible, guys, but I still have some cantaloupes in here. We got a, you know, we have powdery mildew overtook these, and that's what happens as the plants are kind of maturing and dying off anyway. Not all the melons will ripen up and be usable. That's just part of the way it is. But what I came in for was I wanted to show you guys the rosemary, because rosemary is another one that I'm going to be, this looks a little bit bad here. I gotta check it, check the fluid. Yeah, we got plenty of solution in there. This one's been growing for a long time, and it's probably good to give it a trim and get rid of some of this, you know, some of this material, and then I can dry a lot of this and get a nice little jar of rosemary, because that's really nice too. I love rosemary potatoes. And get this thing growing good again. I'll, you know, take off some of these older leaves that are dying, and I'm going to bring it in for the winter and try to give it a little bit of TLC and get it going good. In here we still have a bunch more of these Korean peppers that I'm going to pick, and these will go in the dehydrating in the car. So now the sage is nice and dry. It's about, you know, it's almost noon now. So I'm just going to go ahead and snip off at the top here. And when you do this, we've had a lot of rain over the past few days, so I'm not too worried. But you always look for any bird droppings, because, you know, that's where you can get salmonella and other things. And I'm not going to wash these because I don't want to introduce any more moisture. So I just look them over good, and that's typically, I believe, the way most people do it. Any leaves that look like they've been insect eating, I'll take out. And so I'll pick them over before I get them in there. And yeah, so I'm just picking the top parts right now. So there we have it. I got all the sage. I loaded up the top shelf a little bit more because that's going to be a little bit warmer up there. And the lower shelf is loaded up pretty well too. And maybe I'll switch those around after a day or so. It'll probably take 2 or 3 days to fully dry all that. And here I wanted to show you guys. So these are the Korean hot peppers that I showed you earlier. So that's this year's. These are poblanos. You can't see through the jar that good, but those are the year before. So those are 2 years old now, still doing fine dehydrated. This is the sage we did today. And these are apples that I did from last year. And I have quite a few of these packs, vacuum packed apples. So it's nice to be able to preserve the harvest a little bit and also get some of those seeds. So here is the rest of the Thai volcano peppers. And I'm going to try to take some seeds out of there and see if I can get some more of those going, because that's all I have left from last year, and I didn't grow any this year. So anyway, that's about it for today. I just wanted to share with you guys how I do that in the gas oven, and I think you could do this in an electric oven with the light on, But keep in mind that the light will remove some of the essential oils, but still probably not enough that I would not do it if if I had no other way to dehydrate. Hey, good morning, puppies. Brody's still sleepy. Tia wants to play all the time. Huh, T? Thanks everybody for watching. That's all for today. I'm about to leave and go help my friend who lives about an hour away. We're going to plant some trees and shrubs that he wants to get in before the winter. And until next time, remember, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.